why did Marlo Stanfield kill the security officer? Now, Marlo Stanfield was a character who was a personal favorite of mine that I took a liking to early on when I was in my teens. I think as a young boy, I was extremely fascinated more so by the criminal lifestyle because in black culture, we tend to normalize that behavior. We normalize being a gangster and this bad boy persona that, it attracts women and it gets you respect amongst your peers. Right? I think the Marlo character fully embodied what a true ruthless savage was. Most young boys idolize characters like Marlo. It's who they imagine themselves being. I think that's why Marlo appeals to a lot of young men, right? Especially black men. It wasn't until I got older that I resonated more with Avon Barksdale, Slim Charles, and Michael Lee, who, yes, they had a dark side, but had this deep affinity for family and, they pride themselves on having a code and being loyal. I can still appreciate a character like Marlo for being in a show, what Marlo brought to the show, because there are people like Marlo that exist, and he also must be applauded for bringing his character to life. However, some things that he did was just pure evil, but it can also be justified in a sense, right? Like in one scene, I have mixed feelings about saying whether I agree or whether I disagree, with Marlo's decision to kill the security guard at the liquor store. Now, Marlo Stanfield had this encounter with a security guard. Now, as a kid, I said, Marlo is not a guy to be played with. He not a guy to be messed with. So I like what Marlo did at the time. As a man now, I thought it was just completely wrong, for the way Marlo handled that and why he took a hardworking man's life. I think what was worse was Marlo ordering the hit and having that delivery lady killed just so he could frame Omar for the murder, right? But as a man who worked in security for more than 8+ years and have a sister that has done security over 15+ years, we were taught one rule and one vital piece of advice from my mother, which is mind your damn business. Mind your damn business. No job is worth losing your life over, right? My mother always taught us, and she still tells us this till this day, a job will replace you with the quickness. So mind your business. So let's analyze the clip and see where the security guard goes wrong and cost him his life. As Marlo walks into the store, the security guard eyes Marlo from the moment he walks through the door. Me not being a hood dude, but just having some kind of street smarts, that staring at somebody for a long duration of time can cause tension. Marlo can feel that the security guard is eyeing him, which is why Marlo looked at him and then proceeds to steal the lollipop. Now, me in that situation, I would have never stared at him, especially if I didn't know him, if I didn't grow up with him. Why are you staring at this man like you want to smoke? In the hood, as a black man, if you staring at somebody like that, that means you want beef. And honestly, you could tell that it was just a TV show. Because if it was real life, a hood dude or a hood female would have been like, nigga, what the you looking at? This is what you call taking your job way too serious. As Day said from Friday After Next, top flight security of the world, Craig. Not the city, the world. Which tricked this man out of his life all over a lollipop. Now, me personally, let's hypothetically speak if I were in this situation. When he first walked into the store, the first thing you should do, which is common decency, the first thing you should do is speak. Greet this man. A simple head nod would do, right? This would have made him extremely comfortable seeing that the security guard is cool. I ain't got nothing to worry about unless he about to stick up the store, in which I'm still running out the door and leaving the lady who worked in the liquor store by herself, right? But if I got to protect my own life, that's a different story. But bro, I'm not dying over no lollipop. Now this man can't go home to his kids and his wife all because of a 10-cent lollipop. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I would have let Marlo take the lollipop and smiled afterwards, or furthermore, just act like I didn't see him and let him take it. I think Marlo sensed that he was being grilled and that the security guard was judging him for who he was, right? And what he was about, which is why the guy approached Marlo when Marlo left the store. I think he despises men like Marlo. He has the mindset like, I am a hard working man. I earn mine the hard way. I get up every morning. I don't ask for no handouts. I ain't killing, robbing, stealing from people. I ain't selling no drugs. So I should be more respected. So I think that's how he viewed Marlo. He didn't have any respect for Marlo.
I know what you are. Now, I ain't stepping two, but I am a man. And you just clip that shit and act like you don't even know I'm there.
I don't.
And that's why he, grilled him as soon as he walked in. And that's why he got slumped. So do I agree with how Marlo handled it? No, not necessarily. But I think it was just the principle for Marlo, and that's a lesson learned for all you fake tough mall cops out there. Mind your business, because it ain't worth losing your life over. These companies will replace you in a heartbeat and be sad for a day or two. But the people who genuinely love and care for you, they'll mourn every day. They'll mourn every day.